So SoundPeats is back on this channel. It has been some time and they have definitely upgraded their overall product experience. Same goes with the app support. So they had an app called SoundPeats, now they have an app called Peats Audio. I will be honest that over functionality is not much different, maybe even be a bit more simplified. But this new app is a bit more stable and works a bit nicer, of course, with the new models. So the H3 is, I would say, a good headphone solution. Also, it has ANC mode, but I did notice that the ANC on these is actually not that aggressive as some other models out there. Also, you do have the possibility to change EQ settings and so on, but I did notice that the normal EQ and the extra EQ that's like extra placed are fine, but if you use a custom EQ, you actually hear a lot of DSP processing going on top of its normal EQ. And this is something also Bluetooth speakers have when you use your mobile EQ, for example. That's also why I never use any mobile equalizers on my phone, because those equalizers are cool for the fun of getting extra bass, but you do degrade the quality of the output, because a DSP inside speakers do not like to mess up with some EQ signal you push in. And the same goes with these. Even though it is in the app, if you use the custom EQ, you do get a lot of weird audio artifacts on these headphones. But if you use the normal EQ, the audio is fine. It's a very nice quality, very nice balanced bass output, but still has very deepness in the bass. But also the clarity is good, but not that harshness that some other headphones have out there. One thing I did not like about the overall Bluetooth connection is that even though it supports LDAC and you turn on LDAC in your phone, it doesn't use LDAC. And this has to do with two things. Sadly, you have something else that's called aptX adaptive, which also is like lossless, but it is a bit of a mix, like it depends how the connection is. And I don't like this aptX adaptive. Like the normal aptX HD was a fine codec. Of course, it's not lossless or anything, but it was fine. But I do prefer LDAC over this aptX adaptive. And this adaptive is sadly the thing that's going on automatically. Lucky you have an app in the App Store from Google where you can have a Bluetooth codec like forcing to LDAC and also to like the 32-bit with even almost lossless experience. And I do recommend those apps because yes, you do pay a few euros or dollars for it, but then if you set it up very well, every device will go to LDAC or other codec you prefer. You can really set it up with that app. And I had to do it with these because automatically it doesn't even use LDAC. And I do know why, because on LDAC the battery life is pretty short on these. If you have the normal, adaptive aptX on, the battery life is good. You definitely see that then the Snapdragon power efficiency with the sound is doing a well job. You really get long hours of battery life. But LDAC, they also put a disclaimer on the box. The battery life is almost 50% less. So keep aware of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not saying they're bad, definitely not. They have very nice natural sound and a good deep bass performance. But don't mess too much with EQs. And if you do like to use LDAC like I do, it is possible, but you do need to work around a bit in the settings. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and see you all in the next one.